we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check 99. Check 99. 66. Fully high.
From the gun, it's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to look for some big yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Broncos first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Myles Garrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt.
For the field goal A 29-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
On the return, Lynn Bowden. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Jacobs, the Raider ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Jacobs down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Carr. His throw incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Check three.
Throwing now is locked. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but now it'll be third down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 80 weapon. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the run. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
You have to figure with this offense on second and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on third and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Well, they're going to fake it. They're deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Lead to John Brown. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Try to run forward with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Fourth down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Raiders first down.
Now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Catch made, it's Moreau. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Jacobs, and he is is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Lock's throw caught by Sutton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll look downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead,
and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
H3, 2, 18, chopper. Receive, exit.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zipped on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
24-yard line.
Oh, nice move. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
General, West, C6. Lock it.
Locke working out of the gun. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another Broncos 1st down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be second and 10. Throwing again. Carr right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
10.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
The Raiders.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Raider 1. I know he ain't got it. 31's the mic.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Las Vegas.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Clock now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Lead to Philip Lindsay.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Locke's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alpha. Come on, QB, come on.
Locke looks to throw it again. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
36, 36.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Switch. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that fourth down stop we just witnessed. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. For the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let's go, D.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Hey, watch it, watch it. Head to 60, head to 60. Go street. Go back. We got motion, back up, back up. Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
6-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or try to pour some salt in the wound? 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. Kill. Crouch. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Kill.
Carr going to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Show me that. Kill. Have me. 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
47, Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Las Vegas.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On first down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Josh Jacobs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Go Chief.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Josh Jacobs.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
24-yard line.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
The handoff to Josh Jacobs. He's taken it.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Las Vegas.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game.
4-yard attempt.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Denver, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.